test tubes, funnels, Erlenmeyer flask, 20mm beaker, mortar and pestle, $50ml beaker, $250ml beaker, graduated cylinder, magnifying glass.
We mix 20 ml of distilled water and crushed candy into 50 ml beaker and then we shake it until 20 seconds. Within our observation after 20 seconds, the water color is white. The crushed mint not yet dissolved. The smell is similar to menthol and normal texture. And then, within our observation after 1 minute, the smell is still the same, smell like menthol. The water color is white. The crushed mint dissolved into the water, and the texture is not totally sticky.
After mixing the distilled water in crushed candy, we mix the 20 ml of distilled water and crushed paracetamol into the 50 ml beaker, and then we shake it until 20 seconds. Within our observation, after 20 seconds, the water dissolved paracetamol. The texture is thickened. It smells like flour, and the water color is white. And then, within our observation, after 1 minute, the paracetamol powder separates from the water. The paracetamol powder sinks into the water. The texture still same, it's thickened. Hazy water and color is pure white.
After mixing the crushed candy and paracetamol in the distilled water, we combine 5 scoops of baby powder using a lab spatula as a measuring tool and 20 ml of distilled water in a 250 ml beaker, shaking it for 20 seconds. Subsequently, our observations revealed that the water dissolved the baby powder, emitting a strong smell reminiscent of a baby and displaying a milky white color. Further observation after 1 minute revealed that the baby powder had separated from the water, sinking into it, resulting in a clear water with the same baby-like smell.
We mix 20 ml diluted HCl and 3 pieces crushed candy into the 50 ml beaker and then we shake it until 20 seconds. Our observation after 20 seconds, the candy crystals has not yet dissolved. It smells like a menthol. The color of water is hazy, and then within our observation after 1 minute, the smell still like the same. The water color is look like a vinegar. The crushed candy crystals dissolved but not all. After mixing the diluted HCl and crushed candy, we mix the 20 ml of diluted HCl and crushed paracetamol into the 50 ml beaker, and then we shake it until 20 seconds. Our observation after 20 seconds, the paracetamol powder is not yet dissolved. The paracetamol powder sink into the water. There are forms of bubbles. The smells like the same, like a floor, and the water color is hazy. And then, within our observation after 1 minute, the paracetamol powder separates from the water. The paracetamol powder dissolved but not all. The paracetamol powder is floating but most of the powder sinks. The smell like the same, smells like a floor, and the last one, there are still forms of bubbles.
After mixing the crushed candy and paracetamol into the diluted HCl, we mix the 5 scoops of baby powder using the lab spatula and 20 ml of diluted HCl into the 250 ml beaker, and then we shake it until 20 seconds. Within our observation after 20 seconds, the baby powder sinks into the water after separating from the liquid. The water color is milky white. It smells strongly and irritating to the nose. And then, within our observation after 1 minute, the baby powder sinks into the water separating from the liquid. The baby powder sinks into the water and makes its upper level clear, while the baby powder that sinks becomes a milky white color. The texture is smooth. The odor became much stronger than our observation after 20 seconds.
Ethanol and crushed candy. We mix 20 ml of ethanol and 3 pieces of crushed candy into the 50 ml beaker, and then we shake it for 20 seconds. Within our observation after 20 seconds, the water color is clear, and the crushed mint was not dissolved. There isn't a strong smell, and the crushed candy was not combined with ethanol. It remains intact. And then, within our observation after 1 minute, it has a strong odor with a menthol smell, and the water color is much more clear than our observation after 20 seconds. And the crushed candy is still not dissolved and it is still intact.
After mixing the ethanol and crushed candy, we mix the 20 ml of ethanol and 3 pieces crushed paracetamol into the 50 ml beaker, and then we shake it until 20 seconds. Within our observation after 20 seconds, the texture is smooth. The paracetamol powder is not dissolved. The odor is strong. It smells like acetone. The color of water is hazy. And then, within our observation after 1 minute, the paracetamol powder is still the same, not dissolved. The odor became much stronger than our observation after 20 seconds. The texture is still the same. It's smooth. The color looks like coconut white.
After mixing the crushed candy and paracetamol into the ethanol, we mix the 5 scoops of baby powder using the lap spatula and 20 ml of ethanol into the 250 ml beaker, and then we shake it for 20 seconds. Within our observation after 20 seconds, the baby powder dissolved and there was no floated baby powder. The color of the water is milky white. The smell of baby powder is much stronger than that of ethanol, and the color looks like milk. And then, within our observation after 1 minute, the mixture became much more smoother, the baby powders are all dissolved, the odor became much stronger than our observation after 20 seconds, it smells like a mixture of baby powder and alcohol, and the color of the mixture remains and sticks to the beaker.
In conclusion, the laboratory exercise on the identification of drug adulterants is a crucial part of understanding the complex nature of psychoactive drugs. Adulterants are substances that are intentionally added to illicit drugs to increase bulk, enhance or mimic a pharmacological effect, or facilitate drug delivery. Through this exercise, we gain a deeper understanding of the different adulterants used in potentially harmful drugs like methamphetamine, hydrochloride or shabu, cocaine, and amphetamines, and we also learn how various laboratory procedures can be used to differentiate and identify these adulterants. Moreover, the exercise highlights the importance of thorough laboratory analysis in preventing the misidentification of these substances as illegal drugs. This not only has implications for law enforcement and legal proceeding, but also plays a significant role in public health, given the potential toxicity of these adulterants.